Hi, this is Bruce, the Last Nail, and I'm here in Gilpin County, Colorado at the intersection of Pactolus Lake Road and Beaver Creek Road. I'm here at the signage at the historic Lincoln Hills, which was established in 1922. Hi, this is Bruce, the Last Nail, and I'm up here at the Lincoln Hills, and this is a place where I came to at least a couple months ago, and I didn't get up here, but I'm at a place called the Winks Lodge. And the Winks Lodge is a historic building. It's got to be around 100 years old. The history of it, as far as I understand, this was a resort that was built by black investors for black people around 100 years ago. I'm going to walk around. I'm here with my girlfriend Keeli. We're just going to walk around and take a look at this on the outside and do a vlog from here. Hope you enjoy. So this appears to be the front of the Winks Lodge, and it looks like it's fully restored. No one's here right now, but I'm going to start here. We're also in autumn, so we have some fall color to look at too. And here's the sign in front of the lodge, the historic Lincoln Hills, a resort community platted in 1928. And here's a sign that's hanging from a beautiful pine tree out in front. This appears to be a water pump. And here's an area out front. Keely's off in there somewhere. Oh, there she is. There's some beautiful aspen trees showing off their fall color. So it would appear here that someone's building a staircase that I would think is part of the full restoration or the continued restoration of the Winks Lodge. It looks dark inside, so I know we're not going to be able to get in. Now, I will say that when we pulled in to park, I didn't really know whether to go ahead and stop here. Keely kind of urged me to go ahead. No one's here, and no one's really here to tell us not to, and there aren't any no trespassing signs. So the place looks very cool. And here's part of the Rocky Mountains. I guess they're going to use, but they're probably going to use this for some ground cover to walk on. But here's some work that they're doing on the porch outside, and you can see some of the support work they use. This is really interesting because they're using logs from the trees. Here's one of the windows. I would assume that this is original stonework. And over here, you can't see it from the inside out, but that looks like stained glass. That's exactly what that is. That's stained glass right there. Well, here's a door that's opened. So I'm taking a look inside here. This looks like it might be some kind of a storage cellar. Here's some utensils that they probably use for cooking and barbecuing. Then over on a side post is a piece of art. I'm going to get right up close to this so the lighting comes out much better. Wow, that is really neat. I don't know how old this rocking chair is, but it looks pretty old to me. In fact, it's got a hole in the middle, which might suggest some kind of use for it, but then it's got a couple of slats on the bottom. But it is definitely a rocking chair. Here's another piece of stained glass on the other side of the door. This looks like it's some kind of venting or something from the outside. Here's another window. Here's an old sled. In the wintertime, they probably get quite a bit of snow up here. Keely noticed some fishing poles. A couple of old fishing poles up here. Let's take a look at the reels. The one on the bottom looks like it could be a little bit newer. And then there's the fishing rod on top. They both look like they've seen better days. That barbecue is similar to the one I've got. It's a little bit longer, a little bit bigger. But I used a barbecue like this on my barbecue vlog when I was barbecuing the chicken and the vegetables. So I'm going to look back now. Let's go see what Keely's looking at. Over here, what have you got, Keely?
There's a little, this is probably the outhouse, I'm assuming.
Yeah, there could be an outhouse.
There's also a little building up that way too.
Now right here is a window on the side, and I'm actually going to use the camera and use available lighting so I can actually see what's in there. I can't really see too much. Okay, so here's the outside of the building. There's Keely up there, but I see this bell. I think this bell looks really interesting. Of course, I don't want to ring the bell because I don't want to attract any attention. But the building itself looks like it's in really good shape. Boy, I just love stuff like this. Here's something that Keely noticed. It's a slab of cement. Looks to her like it might be a gravestone, but I think it's just a slab of cement that somebody scratched in Melba Winks, 1958. Okay, we're kind of on the north side of the building. And here's, this would probably be an upper floor, probably the main floor for the lodge. I'm going to get a little artsy in here and check out the reflection. That is cool. Here are some aspen trees. This is kind of interesting. It looks like almost like a part of a radiator from a car. And it says, "Don't park your something here." And in here it looks like a picture of a horse. That's kind of cool. So don't park your horse here. Okay, here's that. And here's the north side of the Winks Lodge. And let's see. Oh, there's Keely.
Let's go around back.
Yeah, she wants to go around back, which we will. Oh, there's a chimney. I don't know if you can see this. I guess you can. It's got some interesting stonework. Okay, so now we're around the back of the Winks Lodge. And again, I think this is the main store. Through those windows, I could see a kitchen. It's quite interesting. This is a back window. And here's some more fall color. It's really bright out today. Not a lot of smoke up in here. There's a propane tank. And here's inside. Now, I know quite a few years past, probably during the 40s, when this lodge was really busy. It was really quite a happening place. I could imagine what this was like with Duke Ellington walking around here and playing with his jazz band. That must have really been an experience to remember. Makes this place very historic. And again, as I'm looking through another window, there's that name again, Melba Winks. And there again is Melba Winks, and this must at some point have been part of an outdoor porch, because I'm looking through a window right now, because there's stonework. That looks like original stonework in there. Here's some logs. Now up here on the hill, I noticed something quite interesting. Here's the front end. This looks like the front end of a truck. Front end of a very old truck. It also looks like an intact engine. Yeah, it says on the engine GM, so this is an old GM truck. Spark plugs, everything. And here's the inner part of the truck. Wow, this is really interesting. There's the drivetrain. And here's the other side. I just went ahead and lifted up the side of the engine. I'm not really sure. It's a GM engine. I'm not really sure if it's a Peterbilt or anything like that. Let's see what... Now here's the back part of the Winks Lodge. Keely's walking over there. And there's one part that I haven't seen yet.
Honey, would you like to go on the swing?
Oh, I would just love to. This looks like the insides of an abandoned shack. That looks like a bed frame. So it looks like an old stoned staircase.
Look at this old pot.
Here's an old stone wall off to the side. Here's a stone pot. I guess I would call this an artifact, and I'm just going to leave it right where it is. And here is, this looks like the wiring from an old swing. I don't want to call it a swing set that kids would live in, but you would get pads for that. When I was a kid, we used to have one of those back in our house in Northridge, California. Now here's the inside of the upstairs. And here's some more interior. And you can see way on the other side of the room in there, along with the reflection of the glass, because I'm outside looking in, there's a stained glass. Beautiful. I would really like to come here one of these days when this place is fully opened. So I'm at the top of the stairs.
Oh, those windows. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And Keely was just mentioning that this is where the people would sit inside the window and look out. Up there, I would think that's either storage or it could be rooms where people actually stayed. And here's a little birdhouse that I didn't notice.
Tweety Bird lives in there.
Okay, now here's a staircase. I'm going to see if I can walk down this thing without tripping. Oh, look who's down here already.
Look at how thick this wood is. That is a good built picnic table.
And here's a picnic table, and looks like somewhat of an Adirondack chair. Okay, now here's the picnic table that Keely was just, that's beautiful.
The wood is so thick. I'm really impressed with how it was made. Unlike our picnic tables these days that are kind of, it's nice wood. Nice and thick.
Yeah, this thing is built like a brick, you know what house. Okay, there's an old tire, and here is the outdoor barbecue. That's a nice barbecue. So Keely.
So these bricks say Purrington Paver.
Let's see.
And what is that? Denser Company? Denser Company, Purrington Paver. But here's my question. What is the deal with the bones? That's a little freaky, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks like a bone socket, probably a hip bone from a beef hip bone or something. Here's another chair. Keely comes out from the back of the barbecue.
I'd like something like this in my backyard. It's very cool.
Yeah, I bet.
Very nicely built.
Boy, you can cook some good tri-tip on this.
Denser Company.
Here's the back of the barbecue. And here's the side. Now you would put your charcoal and your wood on the bottom, and then the top grill is where you would do your main barbecuing. Here's the lodge. I'm almost down in the barbecue area. Then if I swing over here, there's some aspens, some fall color. So hi, this is Bruce the Last Nail. Got Keely looking over my shoulder here. And I think that's going to be it for today. It's time to wind up and to move on. And I'd really like to come back here at some point when the inside is open. And I've got one more little treat. So here's back at that bird house, and I've been looking for a partner. Well, I have Keely, of course, is a wonderful partner to have on some of my vlogs, but now I have another one. I want you to meet my mascot, Bert the Owl. That's Bert. Hi, Bert. I know you can't answer back, but this is your debut, and I'm sure that you want to come out on some shoots, some more shoots with me. So this is your first one. And we just happened to find a birdhouse in front of the Winks Lodge. So here is Bert the Owl.